Keep it rolling.
I am keeping it rolling because this is the bonus footage now. The after.
Literally, guys, we don't stop the camera between it.
Yeah. So
I can't get up and back down again. I feel like I'm getting too old for this.
I get knocked down.
No,
but I get up again.
DMCA.
This is the private Patreon thing. There's no take down anything here.
Guys, we're talking about villains. You more than likely, if you're doing it the way I think you're doing it, you probably just watched the video and then you headed straight over here to Patreon.
What other way could they be doing it?
I mean, they could watch this video later. They could watch this part later.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm expecting, that they're probably watching this later. They watched the other one first, and then they watched it later.
I'm just saying much later.
And then after they see the insane bloopers that we're going to have off of this, they're going to go back and watch the first video again just to see how we actually did manage to film that one particular scene. Yeah. Stay tuned to the bloopers, because it's going to be good.
This is the behind the scenes where you find out that we use images sometimes to cover over our cuts.
Immensely.
Many cuts.
Anyways, villains. We talked about 10 villains in this. There were a bunch of other villains that we didn't talk about.
Yeah, you want to start just going through the movies and
we could. I mean, you got Iron Man, the 10 Rings, I guess, could be a villain. They weren't like a huge threat, and they kind of got taken out real easily by Obadiah Stane. So
yeah, you're at this point you're talking about like villain groups. You have the 10 Rings, you have Hydra, which obviously we loosely mentioned.
Yeah.
AIM, which has barely been
gonna go through the movies, and we can talk these as we get to the movie that they're respectively from.
Sure, interrupt me.
Well, I mean, that's what I was doing.
I'm just gonna shut up and drink my water.
So then we got like Incredible Hulk. You had I don't know if I would call Thunderbolt Ross really a villain. Would you?
He's an antagonist.
Okay. But
no,
you do have Abomination, which I thought Tim Roth did fantastic. As the pre-Abomination. Yeah, as the pre-Abomination, he did really great. I actually did think Tim Roth was kind of intimidating in that.
I have a bad problem with pre-Abomination sometimes.
Yeah, okay. Well, you didn't have to admit it on camera.
It's just our Patreon members. I trust them.
Oh, okay. But like for Abomination himself,
just a big CGI guy.
Yeah, that's all it is. Just a big green blob.
He's a big CGI boy. Is he green?
Green, yellowish, whatever.
Turd color.
Yeah. Hulk fought a turd.
Hulk fought a turd. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh crap!
I mean, some of those first villains, they were kind of give or take. I mean, obviously we put Loki and Red Skull on the list. Those were two good ones, but you know, Abomination, Iron Man 2, you had Whiplash, and that was. Justin Hammer, I think, probably was actually a better villain in that movie than Whiplash was. He seemed more calculating in what he was wanting to do. Whiplash was just, Tony Stark's dad hurt my dad.
Why does your Whiplash sound like Bobcat Goldthwait?
Iron Man, come over here. No. I went to my bird. I'm like, where's my bird? And we just lost all of our Patreon subscribers.
But like Whiplash was actually a mixture of who was Whiplash a combination
Crimson Dynamo and
That's right.
Whiplash.
And Whiplash. Yeah. So like it was kind of cool that they put those two villains together for this one.
Yeah.
And I thought it was very well done, but he just really didn't do anything, and I kind of felt like Whiplash was kind of like a retelling of Obadiah Stane, that you got like a former partner-ish type of person that's doing the same technology that Tony's doing, like literally redoes the entire thing in his chest, whatever.
Yeah.
And
the final fight also was just super lame too.
Yeah,
it should have been much longer, but it lasted like maybe 2 minutes at best, if you're lucky.
Yeah. I feel like it's really late, y'all, so I feel like I need to bring up like the actual like MCU list, so I know which order we're going in with these.
So I kind of had like some also like lesser known characters that were also villains, like Arnim Zola, who was present in Captain America.
Yeah.
He was an interesting one just because his presence lasted a little bit longer in the MCU, which is really interesting for a character like that, which they really never actually committed to how the character looks in the comics. They kind of loosely played with it.
But I liked it.
In Winter Soldier.
I liked when they did that. He put his face on the screen with the camera up top that was looking at him. I thought that was a nice nod without going into full silliness, because you really can't go that full silliness with these characters like that. Although I am kind of hoping that they do MODOK. And if y'all don't know what MODOK looks like, I might put a picture up here between us so you can see real quick. I mean, I have that ability.
Imagine a big, crazy baby face with arms and legs.
Yeah, he's just like that. I want to see in these movies.
I think they've earned the ability to do something like that.
Yeah.
So I think, honestly, like in retrospect, they probably could pull off Arnim Zola now. Just based on, we've had Groot and Rocket Raccoon and all sorts of outlandish characters. There's no reason why you can't do that now.
Yeah. Avengers was just Loki. Iron Man 3. So this one you kind of need to touch upon because there's kind of like a couple of people that play with this one.
Yeah.
You got Killian, which seemed like kind of like almost a decent threat until what I feel like the end of that movie, and then he's just like, okay. Then you've got what's supposed to be the Mandarin, but ends up being Trevor Slattery. And like again, I agree. Like I know everyone at the very beginning was like, yeah, well this sucks.
Yeah.
That they just completely ripped away the Mandarin from us. And Whiplash, and they took away what could have been a good Mandarin. Like I liked Ben Kingsley in the idea of him playing the Mandarin.
Yeah,
because they weren't going like straight like with the Asian characterization of him, which I was used to. Like say the cartoon. I know the comics at some point they did drive along with the idea of like the Fu Manchu looking Asian stereotype for Mandarin. I like Ben Kingsley and how they took it with him as a terrorist.
Yeah, and that's what initially set me off for that movie as well, is just the whole like mix up with Ben Kingsley supposedly playing the Mandarin. Upon rewatches, I enjoy Iron Man 3 a lot more now, just based on the character movie that it is of Tony Stark and what he's been through and everything. But what was it? After Iron Man 3, we got
Thor: The Dark World with Malekith.
Pass.
Sucks.
Moving on.
Winter Soldier. Now the thing is Winter Soldier. We talked about.
There's no way Malekith was going to end up on this list.
No, not at all. We're talking about him too much right now, and it's only our Patreons that see. Our Patreons have not given us money to hear us blab on about Malekith.
Oh, you're right. What's the next one?
So we talked about Alexander Pierce and the Winter Soldier. The thing is
Winter Soldier.
You kind of have to talk about Winter Soldier because he really was the villain throughout that movie, and the reason I feel like we didn't include him.
I wonder if people are actually going to give us a hard time for that, for not including Winter Soldier.
Possibly, but then we could just respond in the comments. You know what? Go hop on the Avengers tier, at least on our Patreon, and then you'll hear us talk about that.
He's a hero.
He's a hero. Like, that's fine. He was a villain of that movie. That's great, but I mean...
up for a little bit.
He was, yeah. I mean, we've all misstepped every once in a while. Some of us more than others.
Killed a bunch of people because our brains were washed.
Yeah, it happens.
It's a normal Tuesday night for Shia LaBeouf.
Wow. Just do it. But yeah, that's why I felt like we don't need to put Bucky on here, because he really is he's a hero more than he was ever a villain. Bucky. He may have been a villain throughout the course of that one movie, but yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Here's the thing. A lot of people don't like Ronan. I do like Ronan. Mm-hmm. Yes, he's very one note. He's like the definition of one note, but that one note served its purpose well within that movie.
I like Lee Pace playing him too.
And yeah,
because
Lee Pace killed it.
I was only used to, I hadn't watched the Hobbit movie, so I'm not familiar with his character from the Hobbit movies. Yep. I was familiar with him because I watched, what's that, Pushing Daisies, where he was Ned the Pie Man. And that was just a complete 180 in his character. Like, I didn't recognize him at all in Guardians of the Galaxy from him in Pushing Daisies. Like, it was weird. But I mean, I liked Ronan, but again, I grew up reading Silver Surfer comics, and Ronan was a big villain in that at the time I was reading it, and I liked how they did him in that movie.
He was also like, just a one and done though, kind of a villain. Ronan the Accuser probably could have stuck around, and obviously they brought him back in a small way for like Captain Marvel, but I guess his character served what it needed to, but he was beaten by a dance off, so he wasn't that threatening.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Age of Ultron. We talked about Ultron. Kind of the same reason for Bucky is we didn't include Wanda or Pietro on here, because they actually do become heroes by the end of that specific movie. Yeah. So I get that that's different, but they were heroes in general.
They were antagonists for only a short amount of time in that movie.
Yeah. So the other one I would mention out of Age of Ultron would probably be Strucker, who was only at the very beginning, and like I like his characterization.
I like his watches.
Yeah, his watches look good.
Strucker.
But he really didn't do too much. He didn't have the gravitas that his character in the comics has. So
No.
I was really hoping they'd...
They really underused the character of Strucker in these movies.
Ant-Man. Yellow Jacket.
So real quick, Yellow Jacket, first of all, not the name of an actual villain within Ant-Man. It was just another persona of Hank Pym's.
Yep.
The issue here, though, is that because of that, they made him as a villain just another Ant-Man. It's literally... Not only that, I feel like they literally took everything about the first Iron Man movie and went, okay, let's take this, and we'll take this, and new splash of paint, Ant-Man. Mm-hmm. That's kind of basically what it felt like. Obviously there's a different dynamic with Hank Pym and Scott Lang there, but he was, how we said in the video, he was just another one of the villain is the same as the hero situation. And,
just the evil version of the hero.
Yeah, and he was a bad businessman, and he wants bad things.
He was Obadiah Stane in the Ant-Man movie.
And complete with the bald head. I mean, honestly. Yeah. He served his purpose within Ant-Man. He is not the selling point for that movie. It was Paul Rudd as Scott Lang that is the selling point for that movie. So
yeah,
I can't put him on the list, but it doesn't harsh that movie for me.
Doctor Strange. I want to run through some of these real quick. Doctor Strange, you had Caecilius that...
underused.
Very underused. Could have been a good character. There's parts of him that I really liked.
I still hope that, and you're going to talk about Dormammu also, I still hope that he actually comes back in a later Doctor Strange movie, and he is essentially the body that Dormammu is possessing. Because then you've got Mads Mikkelsen being used appropriately.
When they said that Mads Mikkelsen was playing the bad guy in Doctor Strange, my first thought was Dormammu, and I was like, he looks like he could play Dormammu. I see him as Dormammu.
A human Dormammu.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh no, he's playing this Caecilius guy, and I'm like, who?
Yeah, it feels like such a Marvel move, though, to bring him back as the human Dormammu.
What I'm eager for is hopefully in the next one we might get more of Baron Mordo being a bad guy, being the villain, because he actually is in the comics, and that's what I'm eager to see was him being villain. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Ego was so close. I would say Ego was so close to actually being on the top 10 list just because the pure and simple, how the heck did they put a living planet in a movie and it made sense?
This is what I'm saying, why they could have brought in Arnim Zola, because they actually did that shot of Ego the planet. You saw the planet's face.
Yeah.
And that's like, oh, hey, it's actually Ego. But I think what makes this villain good is just his connection to Peter. It's his dad.
Yeah. Homecoming, we covered Vulture. I mean, we could probably talk about a little bit about the Shocker. They did the two different versions of the Shocker, but it was very throwaway, and they didn't give him his due that like he has in the comics.
They were both underused in that movie.
Yeah. There was a hint of Scorpion eventually coming at some point, but I don't like the characterization of Scorpion from these movies yet, because Matt Gargan is supposed to be like this whiny little thing.
Yep.
And they kind of made him like already he's talking tough and he's not supposed to be. Ragnarok.
Hela's a big deal.
Hela was, yeah.
Hella big deal. Yeah, it's Thor's sister, so that is one that I feel like almost could have made it onto the list as well, because she was an intimidating presence within that movie.
But she was also kind of like, she was one of those where she was pieced together by two characters. You had Hela and Enchantress. That were coming together to form what we got in the movie.
Definitely because of the use of Scourge in that movie and how she brought him to kind of...
Scourge?
Yeah.
Was it Scourge or...
Scourge, yes.
Okay.
Scourge.
I'm thinking, what's the character that was in that other movie that we kind of glossed over? What was his name?
Oh, yeah. The other thing with
I thought
Malekith.
his name was Scourge also.
No.
Whatever. Yeah, so Executioner in there. You also had Surtur, who didn't have a lot to do, but he did exactly what he was supposed to do, and I thought it was great.
He destroyed Asgard.
Yeah, and that was a great scene. And then you also had the the Grand Master?
Yeah.
Okay, but anytime you get Jeff Goldblum to play a villain...
I mean, he's kind of a villain. He was more of just kind of an annoying presence. I use the term annoying loosely.
Yes, annoying.
I like
that's what he is. He's annoying. I need to work on my impressions.
Yeah,
more.
life does not find a way for you to be able to do that.
Yeah, life does not find a way. Infinity War. We talked about Thanos. The other members of the Black Order that you had in there. I liked
of Thanos.
Yeah, I liked going into there. I thought Corvus Glaive was going to be like the main leader of all of them. No, it was Ebony Maw, and I liked how they did Ebony Maw.
Squidward.
Yeah. I loved the character of him for that, and especially how the voice actor they got for that. I don't know who it is off the top of my head, but the voice actor they got, the way he talked and projected and stuff was perfect, and I really liked hearing and listening to him.
They definitely could have done more with those characters, but I think for the purpose of keeping the main focus on Thanos, I think they did what they needed to do for them. Keep them as essentially henchmen, the gophers, the go-getters, and leave it at that.
Yeah.
I definitely think we could have gotten more characterization out of them, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. Who was the villain in that movie?
I mean, technically Ghost, but again, we have a situation where by the end of the movie, I'm not really feeling her being a villain.
She's not a villain. She's just trying to survive. This is kind of going back to, what's the other one I was saying? That they're just trying to put food on the table type of... Oh, Vulture. That Vulture's just trying to... He's just trying to feed his family. He's just trying to survive. That's what she's doing, just on a much grander scale. Because she's, like, phase shifting or whatever. So, something like that.
The other one was Walton Goggins.
Yeah, which he was like, whatever.
He wasn't necessarily a villain, but he was just...
An annoyance.
He was the unredeeming antagonist in that movie.
He was just an annoyance there to kind of just throw a couple of pins into the story as it goes.
Pez dispensers. And...
Yeah. Truth serums. Captain Marvel.
What's his name?
Yeah, Yon-Rogg.
Yon-Rogg, yeah.
Yon-Rogg.
He was almost on this. He was not on this. Almost on this list. It was between him and the Supreme Intelligence, which I don't know of his character too much from the comics, and the Supreme Intelligence was very underutilized in that movie.
Yeah, and nowhere near the Supreme Intelligence of the comics.
There's a lot more to do with Captain Marvel still. I think that they can probably still touch on some of these characters going forward in her series of movies, but...
Yeah. Endgame, we're back to Thanos. Far From Home covers Mysterio. So, yeah, that was our thoughts over all of them. I can't wait to see what else we're going to have with these as we go into the future of these movies. I know we got, Taskmasters coming up. I've got theories on...
Should have already had Taskmaster.
Yeah, I've got theories on Taskmaster, who Taskmaster may actually be, because they've seemingly been trying to keep it secret. So I've got some pretty good ideas of who I believe it is. Otherwise, I don't know too much of anything else going forward. We know Thor is Gore the God Hunter, Christian Bale. So
Thor,
Thor Love and Thunder. Yeah.
The God Butcher. Gore the God
Gore
Butcher.
the God Butcher. We know the next Ant-Man movie is going to have Kang the Conqueror in there.
That's such an interesting one. That's gonna be one to watch for sure.
Yeah. So we'll expand more about these as we get them actually coming out. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Thank y'all for being patrons. Thank you for watching these videos, for supporting us. It means the world to us. And we hope you enjoy these bloopers, because they were a lot of fun.
Salutes and stuff.
Yeah. We'll see y'all later. Good night.
Deuces.
It's night right now. It's probably daytime when they're watching this.
It could be any time.
You could have a good day or a good night, or
any
it could
time
be
at all.
Good whatever day it is, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, Yom Kippur. I don't know why I went Jewish with this. Anyways.
St. Patrick's Day.
That's better.
Who talks first? You talk first? I talk first. No, really. Who talks first?
You do.
Cool. Really suck.
How'd that sucking sound go? No, you didn't. Did you dribble on my leg?
You earned it.
Yeah.
It really helps to go into these videos having opinions on things already and not having to make up opinions on the spot.
That would be the key to a ranking video.
Already know what you think about things, and then put the camera on you.
Yep.
Wait, now, what did you just say?
That he... Dang it. Well, I need to know what... Wait, hold on.
You just kind of left that hanging.
No, I like where this is going, but I need to know exactly what Geraldine says when Wanda replies with that.
What did you just say?
Yeah, because I want to repeat what Geraldine said. Something about, like, your dress looks nice. Like, hopefully it's something ridiculous like that.
You're going to call me a strong lady? Should I say it one more time for good measure?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, why are you closing your laptop? We're still recording.
What is it? Like,
You already said, quick. I'm just going to say
yeah,
my part.
I know. But what did Geraldine say?
Wanda, you're such a strong lady.
You want me to say it again one more time for good measure?
Yeah. Should I say it again one more time for good measure? You want to run it back again?
No. No, we're good.
Wait. What did you just say? Just now?
Chris, you're such a strong lady. Would you like me to say it again for good measure?
Please. You really think that?
I do.
Yay!
Are we doing this over again?
I'm not that strong of a lady.
You like how I changed it to your name?
Yeah. Well, what were you going to do? Call me Wanda?
Yeah.
Wait. What did you say? Just now?
Chris, you're such a strong lady.
Damn it. I'm trying to hold it. Guess what's going in the blooper reel?
Would you like me to say it again for good measure? Because I've already said it once.
We're going to. We don't have that much time.
Apparently we're not measuring good enough.
The key is to not be too funny, because then you can't get through your recording.
I don't think we have a problem with that.
We'll see. Okay.
Third time for good measure.
I am a strong lady. I'm just the strongest lady there is. Strong old lady. Strong lady. I'm a strong lady. The reason I'm repeating this is because I'm trying to make it not funny for myself anymore.
Chris,
I'm a strong lady.
you're a strong lady.
I'm the strongest lady there is. That's not helping. I thought it would work. Wait. What did you say? Just now?
Chris, you're such a strong lady. Would you like me to say it again for good measure?
No, you've said it enough times. Watch the blooper reel to find out. That's in the bonus content. Guys, what you need to do is you need to head over to our Patreon, because coming up, that's not actually the direction I wanted to take that. I wasn't trying to bring up Patreon just now. I was trying to plug the Friday show, which is live. It's not on Patreon. Everybody can watch it. Wait, what did you say? Just now? Damn it.
That one was all me.
I'm trying to morph my face to a
I'm not gonna laugh. I'm not gonna laugh. I'm not gonna laugh. Yeah. So last video, it was me not being able to pronounce anything is why it took like so long for us to record it. This time,
I'm a happy boy.
Exactly. I'm starving and I need to do laundry.
Wait, what did you say just now? It's the stupid smile that you do. I can't go because you're like, try to say a straight line. Try to keep your face straight. Do it while I'm giving this stupid, goofy ass grin.
It's so much fun.
I mean, I can just turn back to the camera and you can just say it at me and I can just be like... That way I don't have to look at you.
Yeah. Just don't look at the video monitor either.
No, I keep my eye on the lens. Let's try that. Let's see if that works for me.
Okay.
Wait. What did you say? Just now? No, because I knew what I was doing and why I was doing it, and it didn't work. I'm very aware of myself, apparently.
This video's coming out the next Wednesday because we're still going to be filming this exact moment this coming Wednesday.
No, we're not.
We're not leaving this couch.
We got 50 minutes. Let's do this.
Oh.
Wait. What did you say? Just now?
I lost my line.
I'm trying. That's stupid grin.
Forgot my line. Oh, Chris.
Why don't you just go?
You're such a pretty
Chris.
lady. Or is it pretty lady or strong lady?
Strong lady.
Oh, okay.
You should just go, Chris, you're such a strong lady. Just move straight into it.
No.
Because the grin is throwing me off.
The grin's funny, though.
Number 4 is the Vulture. Now, this is a cool one because we've been waiting for the Vulture to come up in a... damn it.
We've been waiting for the Vulture to come up in a damn it.
We've been waiting for the Vulture to come up.
I'm coming up.
All right, I'm ready to
Want
talk.
the world to know. I'm coming out.
So the thing there is that... what did they do with Red Skull?
It's great. His ability.
Don't necessarily say anything if you don't have to say anything.
Yeah, I think that's the issue.
It's
great. It's cool. I like him.
I like it.
I love Lamp.
Exactly.
Are you saying you
Just
love
bring up his
Lamp?
Disney Plus show. It's coming up.
Yeah.
Thanos. Shauna.